What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Wrestling. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. But today we're doing fantasy booking. And today, really quick, I want to do fantasy booking on the Bray Wyatt problem. And why I think Bray Wyatt, to me, since he's returned in WWE, has been a problem. Here's why. He was released last year for unknown budget cut reasons, I guess, from Vince McMahon in 2021 after his match against Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Then we wind up seeing him return this past October on Friday Night SmackDown, where he cut an emotional promo about his personal life and his past year. Then we also seen him begin working a program against LA Knight. 1 week he headbutts him, 1 week he attacks him backstage, puts him in the arm, injures his arm, all kinds of weird stuff. So we see that kind of shit. Then after all of that shit, we wind up seeing a brawl the other week where LA Knight got into a brawl with Bray Wyatt. And then they introduced the new gimmick, the alter ego, the Uncle Howdy character that I'm not really interested in. This is the Bray Wyatt problem. You constantly compare him to legends, to a Hall of Famer, this year Hall of Famer like The Undertaker. Here's the difference between Bray Wyatt and Undertaker. The Undertaker actually had storylines that captivated you. That Undertaker made you watch wrestling. When you watch Ministry of Darkness, when you watch American Badass was shit, but when you watch The Phenom, The Dead Man, when you watch his original gimmick, stuff like that, it made you gravitate to watching pro wrestling. It made you gravitate to watching the WWE product because you didn't know what was going to happen next. He shows up in a casket. Thunder strikes, lightning strikes. He rises out of a casket, choke slams somebody, breaks the entire ring with his hand. Something burns down, a car explosion. Undertaker's storylines was so much more interesting than Bray Wyatt's. The only interesting Bray Wyatt storyline was him and Alexa Bliss feuding with Randy Orton in the Firefly Funhouse, the Fiend story, whatever. That was the only interesting Bray Wyatt feud I ever watched. Bray Wyatt has never had a feud that's interested me other than the feud he had with Randy Orton. Him and Undertaker are two different kinds of caliber. Undertaker gave you stories, gimmicks, character, and he had the in-ring talent. Bray Wyatt, to me, is not known for his in-ring talent. Undertaker gave you the whole package. Bray Wyatt doesn't. Bray Wyatt doesn't even give you a great match. I don't even know you can't even name one good Bray Wyatt match. Not even the match he had with Undertaker years ago was good. At WrestleMania, none of that shit was fucking good. So it's hard to even name something that's actually fucking good because there's no fucking good matches with Bray Wyatt and the Undertaker. Real talk. So here's my thing. I keep it real. I don't censor. I keep it real sometimes. But this is my thing. If I'm playing the booker, I would have Bray Wyatt. I would have teased his return with the White Rabbit thing, which was excellent. Him returning to Extreme Rules was cool. But I would have had him return to SmackDown and automatically feud with the Bloodline. Here's why. We've seen him face guys that are mortal. We've seen Roman face Logan Paul. We've seen Roman face John Cena. We've seen Roman face Brock Lesnar. All these guys, these list of names that he's defeated to hold those two belts. The Bloodline is the islands of wrestling. The Bloodline is on top. So if Triple H, as head of creative, is booking the Bloodline to be like undefeatable and shit, then why the fuck you can't even book him against somebody who's an immortal gimmick like Bray Wyatt? Y'all sound like marks, bro. Y'all are some fucking marks. Because here's the thing. Y'all are idiots. If you follow these journalists like What Culture you're a fucking idiot. If you listen to Solid Monster, you're a fucking idiot. You're a mark. If you listen to, you can listen to Chris Van Fleet. He cool. He decent. If you listen to Solid Monster, you're an idiot. If you listen to, who else? Any of those other wrestling journalists, they're terrible. Don't even listen to, well, yeah. But anyway, you have to realize that these wrestling journalists and these wrestling outlets are feeding you bullshit ass lies, making you think this shit is good, trying to get you invested in this shit, and this shit is actually sucking and hurting. And it's making you pay money for merchandise, pay money tickets to go to these shows, go to these conventions, and do all this bullshit. And they want to feed you, take all your money and feed you a bullshit ass product so y'all niggas can stay broke. Man, fuck that shit. If you're actually about making this product better, then you make the product better. You write, you get a good creative team. You get people from Hollywood. You get writers, film writers, television writers. WWE needs a new creative team. They need a fresh creative team. Because who gives a shit about Uncle Howdy? Not me. I know that much. Damn. This is my thing. You have him come back. You don't have him feud with LA Knight. You immediately have him feud with the Bloodline because it's time for the Bloodline to face somebody who's not mortal. It's time for them to face the Immortals. It's time for them to face this supernatural, superpower character like Uncle Howdy. So let's face this creepy gimmick that these fucking marks are hyping over. Let's see him face these little dumbass wrestling fans. Let's see, make you believe in this character. Let's see if, like, y'all are weird, bruh. For real, y'all are really weird. Let's see if we can stop this character. We can't even stop this immortal character. Roman Reigns needs a challenge, and I think that Uncle Howdy is the person you throw him at right now. In my opinion, you throw him at Uncle Howdy, unless you just brought Bray Wyatt back with different gimmicks. Like we could see The Fiend back, or we could see other gimmicks back. But I definitely think that if you bring him back as, you do like you did with Mick Foley, or just like what Finn Balor did with the Demon King, you have these alter egos. I don't want to sound like a mark, because I'm not a mark. But I'm just trying to get y'all to understand. I'm not no fucking mark. But I'm trying to get y'all to understand creativity and being a storyteller and producing entertainment. You get someone like Roman against Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy comes out, attacks the Bloodline, causes these shenanigans and distractions, cost them to lose their match. I wouldn't mind if he somehow cost it with the Usos to lose one of their tag titles, to put one of the tag titles, the Raw tag titles, back on Raw, and they can still keep the SmackDown tag titles. Because I also think Roman's gonna, if Roman is gonna be booked to be at to main event night 1 and night 2 at WrestleMania 39 this year, then I most likely believe he's gonna lose one of those titles and keep one of those titles. That's really what I think. So Raw can get the, WWE or the Universal title back on Raw. That's what I think. Or the WWE title back on Raw. I wouldn't mind if you had Bray Wyatt on Raw and join the Judgment Day instead of SmackDown. But we just got a debuting LA Knight from who was huge on NXT. He was big in TNA as Eli Drake. He had a good run in NXT as Max Dupree and LA Knight. So now we got him out of the Max Dupree shit and we got the nigga back as LA Knight. So now can we see LA Knight go one-on-one against Bray Wyatt? We don't need LA Knight feuding with Bray Wyatt right now. We need LA Knight on the mic talking shit with that 80s Razor Ramon gimmick that he has and just winning and kicking ass and winning matches and being this heel character that he is. We don't need him trying to feud with Bray Wyatt right now, I feel like. Yeah, that's my honest opinion on that. That's me. If you disagree, oh well. But for me, that's my honest opinion. That's how I think. You can be entitled to your opinion, but my opinion is he should not be feuding with Bray Wyatt right now. It is too fucking early for him to be feuding with Bray Wyatt, in my opinion. Do you put a title on this Uncle Howdy Bray Wyatt character? No, you don't put him on it right now. You keep both the titles on Roman for a while, I think. That is my honest opinion. You keep both of the titles on Roman unless he loses one of the titles at WrestleMania 39, night 1 or night 2. Doesn't matter, but I think that's what happens. That's honestly what I think happens. So, the person he should be feuding with. If he's not feuding with LA Knight, then who's the person he should be feuding with? And I've said this as well. If he feuds with someone, the person, whether he's on SmackDown, Raw, whatever, he ain't, no point on him on NXT. I think that the person that he should be feuding with is somebody from Judgment Day, like Finn Balor. But I've also said now that he's on SmackDown, and this could be a good WrestleMania match, but now that he's on SmackDown and he's on the same roster as this guy, I would like to see these guys go at WrestleMania, but him versus Karrion Kross. Bray Wyatt versus Karrion Kross would be so interesting. Because I'm a Karrion Kross fan, and I think that if you put him against Bray Wyatt, that could be a little more interesting than seeing him feud against LA Knight. Because I don't even know if that's the most interesting feud on SmackDown right now, besides Roman and KO and Kevin. A bootlegged 2015 ass nigga like Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline Roman, who's the undisputed champion. So I don't even know, man. I don't even know. They gonna take both of the straps off Roman and put it on Bray. But that's my opinion. That's my thoughts. But again, like I said, that's my opinion, and I think that right now, the best way to do it and the best way to go by it is you have him feud with someone with that dark character. You book him like an Undertaker, and you make him come back, and you just relentlessly kick ass. I don't want to see Murder, She Wrote. I'm not trying to decipher no clues. I'm trying to watch an actual wrestling match. I want to see some damn wrestling. I want to see some fucking in-ring action. I want to see you do a top rope move, knock somebody out of the ring, put somebody through a table, hit him with a steel chair, hit him with a finisher, put him in a submission lock, whatever. Clothesline him. I want to see you wrestle. Then just come out in a spooky mask and get all these fucking stupid ass WWE Mark fans hyped up. If you're gonna, Bray Wyatt is boring as fuck. When the Wyatt family debuted years ago, I even said, like, bruh, the Wyatt family to me was boring as fuck. Tag teaming him with Matt Hardy was the worst thing you could have ever did. The Fiend gimmick was the only thing that had me interested with Bray Wyatt, was the Fiend. When WWE debuted the Fiend character back in summer of 2019, I was invested in that product at that time. Cause I'm like, oh shit, they got Bray Wyatt dressed up as the Fiend now, calling him the Fiend. This shit is gonna be good. And what did they do? You booked him a match, and you had him face Goldberg, and you had him lose the title to someone like Goldberg at Super Showdown 2019. Come on, bro. Why are we still seeing these old ass niggas wrestle, taking titles off of younger talent like Bray Wyatt? Why are we still seeing old Attitude Era, Hulkamania era guys wrestling to this day, trying to win titles? There was no point of Goldberg taking the title off the Fiend. There was no point of even putting the title on the Fiend that quick, so Goldberg can take it off him at Super Showdown. That was fucking stupid. At Super Showdown 2020, actually, excuse me, but that was fucking stupid that they did that. WWE get the stuff together. Leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. Happy New Year's Eve. Whatever you do, have a blessed new year, but hit that subscribe button. And thank y'all for listening to my opinions on fantasy booking. I love y'all. God bless. Don't think I'm crazy, because I'm not, but I'm just different. I love you. God bless. Live for you. Live for yourself. Love your family. Hold on to your family. Love your friends, but love your family most importantly. Love God and pray every day, and make sure you could live the best you and be the best you, and work for yourself. Don't work for anybody else but you. Be your own boss. Chase your own happiness. Chase your own freedom. Be a free spirited soul. Love you. Love God. Love others. And be happy, man. And being happy and loving yourself and loving others is the best thing we got. Because all we got is ourselves and love. So love yourself, love God, trust God, and be happy, man. Thank you for watching Fantasy Booking. I'll be back on live tonight for another episode of Leon, for the first brand new episode of Leon the King TV Hollywood Talk, and another episode of Let's Talk Wrestling. And thank you for early this morning and last night watching a brand new episode of the Leon the King TV network, Who Got Game. We played Tekken 7 as a live stream last night for the LTK TV network live stream of Tekken 7 Who Got Game. So thank y'all for watching Who Got Game Tekken 7 last night. We starting to do some gaming streams on the channel as well, but thank y'all, man. It's a blessing. YouTube, we getting them subscribers up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave a like, leave a comment, but hit that subscribe button, because we going up, man. We taking this channel in 2023 and beyond, and the rest of the years, many other years to come beyond. We are taking this channel and taking YouTube to a whole new level. Thank y'all, man. God bless. I'm out. Peace.